Good day everyone, I am Emerson Tawan, and for today's video, I am going to review a textbook. So this textbook is entitled Science Beyond Borders. So before we proceed to the criteria in reviewing this textbook, let us know who is the authors of this textbook. So the authors of this textbook are Evelyn T. Sarte, Edna Liza R. Garcia, Eliza A. Lopez, Mergin G. De la Cruz, and Harold A. Aradaza. And the publisher of this book is Verbal Group Incorporation, and is copyrighted at 2016 again, and Verbal Group Incorporation. And the material evaluators of this book is Lilelia Rabado. And in reviewing this textbook, I have a following code to reach this one. First is plus, means yes or good quality. Minus, no or poor quality. O means alright but not so good. And the fourth is NA or not applicable. So I have 16 criteria to follow in reviewing this textbook. First is the content covers a significant portion of the course competences. So as we can see in the cover, by seeing it, we can already tell the content of the book. So yes, I will give it a good quality because the covers really have a significant portion of the course competences. Second is contents are up to date. So in this criteria, it is alright but not so good because it is published in 2016 and it was a long time ago, and I know that DepEd already published a new book. And third is reading level is appropriate for most students who will use the material. So this one I will give it a yes, or it has a good quality, because as I review this book, the reading materials is really appropriate to the learners, which is grade 6 learners. 5 is formative and summative assessment are included. So of course in book it is formative and summative assessment. So I already see a lot of formative and assessment here, so I will give it a yes or have a good quality. And 6 is activities are varied to meet the needs of students. So the activities in this book is really meets the learning intended learning outcomes in this book. And 7 is teacher's guide is included with management suggestions. So in this criteria, I will give it in a yes, but not so good, because in this book it is not, the teacher's guide is not presented whole. So it is not really no, it's good but not really applicant. And the 8 is materials are presented in logical order. Yes, I'll give it a good quality because the materials is presented in a logical order. 9 is learning outcomes, competences, and or tasks. So in this book, the intended learning outcomes are stated. The competences, the tasks are all here in this book. So it has a good quality. 10 is degree of match between learning activities and intended learning outcomes. So of course, in the intended learning outcomes, the activity should meet the objectives. So as what I observe or what I've read in this book, it is connected. The intended learning outcomes is really match the learning outcomes. And the 11 is quality of these items and degree of match with intended learning outcomes. So as what I've said earlier, the objectives really means the learning outcomes, and the activities are all really meet the intended learning outcomes. And 12 is quality of direction on how students will process through the materials. So I will give it a yes or have a good quality because all in in this book, it has a good direction. The students really can identify or really can understand what are they going to do in this textbook. And 13 is quality of drawings, photographs, and or other materials. So in these textbooks, let me show you the pictures or the drawings or the photographs of this book. So as we can see here, it's not really it's good, but it's blurred. So the textbook is all right. It's good, but not it's all right, but not so good. And 14 is overall design of the learning activities for individual instruction. So in this book, it has an instruction of what are the students going, what they need to do in this book. And fifth is quality of management procedures for teachers. So of course, the teachers really already had procedures. So in this book, it's good, but not really, because I didn't see any quality management procedures for teachers. And 16 is optional. List courses, map competencies covered by the instructional materials in this book. It don't have a map competencies. So overall, if this book is it is good. It has a good quality, yet there is something that so it is good, but not. There are something that is not really applicable. So that's it in reviewing, guys. Thank you for watching.